go.
Kyle, yours is right there.
We're out of time for this. Gotta get moving.
Thank you.
Grab your pack and go. Oh, this is our first task, as you'll see here in a bit.
We up?
Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
Staff Sergeant. Now, your first activity is going to be this 1 mile climb up this hill. It is individual effort. Person in front of you is moving slower than you. Pass them. You will keep the middle open. That is for instructors only. You will stay at my pace. You will not go beyond me. Let's go. Let's go!
Pass them up. Stay in time to be behind each other. Pass them up. Let's go.
With 40 pounds of equipment strapped to their backs, students hike a mile up a steep service road to the compound where they'll be sleeping the next few nights.
You have plenty to do tonight. You're only prolonging your own sleep.
Try to like set all the gear in an organized way so we can spread everything around.
So this should have been a good test for you coming up that hill as far as your gear, okay? Some of you already asked about, hey, can we adjust our gear? That's the whole purpose of the test, okay? One is so that way you can figure out, anybody felt like they had too many layers on? Are you sweating pretty good? Okay. Awesome job making it uphill. Like you said, go ahead and use the head. If you need to, get some water, go ahead and get in the classroom, and I will see y'all later.
It's definitely different than the outdoor stuff we used to do. It's more of a survival mindset instead of a combat mindset.
I've done some like week-long camping trips, but so I guess kind of just like multi-day hanging out. Obviously nothing quite compares to this though, with the additional stress that we're gonna get. But yeah, this is definitely gonna be pushing to the limit of the camp experience, I guess.
There's going to be an element of surprise that we don't know what to expect. So we're trying to be prepared for anything, but it's hard to prepare for everything. So we're just kind of trying to keep our minds open to a reactive situation that presents itself. Not many people have been sleep deprived and starved for 3 days. So you don't know how you're going to react. So you can only prepare yourself mentally to react to situations like this. So I think that's the fear of the unknown of how you're going to be reacting in such situations.
All right, so hey, bring it in. Just ready to get some shelters going here.
One of the first survival lessons students learn is how to build a shelter using minimal survival gear. These structures will provide vital protection against the elements, ensuring the students can endure and prevail in the harshest conditions.
Is this just practice or these are shelters?
No, these are your actual shelters you will be using tonight.
Okay.
So make them good.
Knot tying is a fundamental survival skill, as it allows students to secure shelter, create tools, make straps for food, and if necessary, provide a swift and evasive
on the
retreat.
tree. Good for that kind of evasion type scenario, because if I really need to get out of here quick, I can just yank it out of there. At the end of the day, what do I want to be? I want to be recovered, right? So some sort of recovery site. Instead of building my shelter and my fire right at the edge of the wood line, right? I might come in 300, 400, 500 yards and build it in here, right?
Blending in with the natural environment, evaders can avoid capture and safely reach their intended destinations.
We want to blend in with our environment. If we have an environment like this and all we have is for some reason, all we have is like very white clothing, like might have like a winter layout or whatever, you have something that does not blend in with your environment, it's going to stand out, and that's going to be a problem. You're going to stick out like a sore thumb, right?
That's all I keep thinking about is what's going to make me look like the baseline in the woods. I don't want to break that profile, so right now I don't think this would do it, so in a couple of days I'm going to have to get pretty creative.
If I was worried about being cold, so if I didn't have a sleeping system, I could get a small fire going here with some sort of heat reflector. It's going to warm the shelter up really, really well. This thing's going to shed water. Plenty of room to pull my pack in, have all my materials inside the shelter with me. And at the end of the day, how much time did I actually take to set this thing up? 10 minutes. 10 minutes, right? And that was me talking through it.
Paired together, the students spread out across the forest floor to look for a comfortable place to set up their shelters.
Which one do you like better?
Right here.
Better spot would be.
Wherever you choose, that's going to be where you're bedding down tonight. So choose wisely.
Basic survival camping is completely new to me. I definitely pack as many of the expensive creature comforts when I go camping.
For the next 30 minutes, the students prep their poncho as their shelter canopy and whittle their own stakes to pin the shelters down.
We're learning how to make a shelter. from the minimal materials that we have right now. So we're using a tarp because it is water resistant. I'm gonna really take the next couple days seriously because it's gonna be both fun and a learning experience, and because there's nothing else that's gonna prepare me this well.
You want some of this, right? The pine?
Yeah, definitely. That'd be great. Thanks.
Yeah. It's probably better than that shed, the plywood floor we were in last night.
You know, I've been in flight school for over 2 years. This has been out of all of that training, this has been some of the most robust, like, useful training that you can use, like, when you're not doing your job. So I would say land nav is a pretty big one because I am not familiar with that. I mean, I navigate from the air, so a little bit different, like a pretty big culture shock. So far, I won't say that, like, it's easy or anything, but I think that the worst is yet to come.
Everybody's sticking together. So we're all gonna go as one, and then we'll split up here in a bit, all right? So once we're ready, I'm gonna take you to where we're gonna do our pace count nav course, and then we'll go from there, all right?
Field navigation focuses on self-reliance. When cut off from support and communication, students must rely on their skills and knowledge to make informed decisions about movement and safety.
Everybody got their gear on, rucks on, everything? Let's go.
Some branches right here.
If you ever feel like you're about to give up, if you ever feel like an injury is holding you back, you're holding back other people, think about why we're here. Yes, it's part of our job, but also think about who we're doing this for. Think about things like that are gonna keep you pushing, that's gonna keep you going. All right, so I know it's hard. I know it's hard to move this far with all this gear, and things suck. I want you to embrace the suck while you're out here. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. And I'm out here embracing the suck with you, so we are all suffering the same. All right? Cool? Oh yeah.
Tired and exhausted, the students push their way through the forest towards the designated target zone. But the dense forest makes it extremely easy for students to get separated from the rest of the group.
I thought Chief was coming right behind us. Chief! Am I left or am I right? Or at least SERE. I can't even get a face count. Yeah, we're lost.
Luckily for the students, during the training portion of the field navigation, the instructors are always vigilant of their students' locations and never far away.
Oh, we went the wrong way? Yes. Should we start over?
Probably, but we'll worry about that once you get everybody back together.
To increase each student's ability to properly navigate through the woods, they're given coordinates and the opportunity to lead the group.
Okay, big tree. Like there's a rock? Okay, that's where
How are you guys feeling so far? Tired yet?
Oh yeah.
Pretty tired, yeah.
I'll admit it. I'll admit it.
Starving?
Yep. Pretty tired, not gonna lie.
I'm used to flatland. I've never even been in the hills really. So that sucks. Because you think of walking a mile on flat land and you're like, that's easy, that's 15 minutes. But you do it out here and it's like an hour. It sucks. I think the next part of training is going to be the easy part. For sure.
In the realm of survival, particularly in harsh wilderness conditions, the ability to build fires is paramount, serving as a fundamental skill that not only provides warmth, but also offers a crucial means of cooking, purifying water, and signaling for rescue.
So when we come up to any type of tree like this, it's gonna be the birch bark tree, this is what you want right here. Oh,
All the is good to go.
I need to get some wood picks doing this.
Go ahead, start building your fires. When you're ready to ignite it, let one of us know, right? Make sure that you have your canteen cup filled with water before you ignite it, your fire, okay?
Immediately after a demonstration, the students are given 2 tasks: start a fire and purify water. They build tools to hold their canteen over the fire to kill microorganisms in water to mitigate the risk of waterborne illnesses.
You don't know if an animal decided to die upstream and now its carcass is laying in that stream, and now you go and you fill up your water bottle and you don't know that you're filling up your water bottle full of like tainted water. If all else fails, they can fill a canteen up with unpurified water, put it in a canteen cup and purify it so that they have clean water to drink. So they're not using lighters, they're using ferro rods and knives. We picked that method because the ferro rods are cheap, their knives are cheap. We're not giving away these like Evasion starter kits. Like this is like a very basic way that if you learn how to start a fire with a ferro rod and a knife, then you can pretty much start a fire with anything.
Beyond the survival capabilities a fire provides, it also assists in one of the core meanings behind SERE: escape. Following the fire lab, students are shown ways to generate smoke as a distress signal. A large fire that's generating smoke communicates a clear message of help or distress to anyone in the vicinity and has the ability to be seen for miles.
So for the last 36 hours, they've been out here in the woods with their team instructors, learning land navigation, survival and evasion techniques, and we put them in a scenario to enact their evasion plan of action to avoid capture and avoid enemy forces. We give them something to run from and information to protect. Essentially, the goal in all this is to return home with honor.
Let's go, 5! Hurry up! We're out! Get up and get the hell out of here! Let's go! Let's go! We're out and get your shit! Let's go!
Hey, someone's got a canteen.
Well, Bravo, let's get... No, we're out! Move! Go!
Now the relentless pursuers, instructors embody the unpredictability of survival scenarios. Trainees scatter and must navigate the terrain with heightened awareness, avoiding the simulated threat of capture. This unscripted challenge pushes them to the limits. The sound of gunfire serves as a stark reminder that in the real-world scenarios, adaptability is paramount. Trainees now must utilize the skills honed through the rigorous 36 hours of training to evade both seen and unseen threats. In the end, trainees are ambushed and thrust into the harsh reality of captivity. It's here that the true test of their training begins. Resistance in the face of adversity, all in the name of returning home with honor.